Hello, welcome to 5 Minute Bible Study. Today I'm going to be talking starting in Genesis 1:9 from the King James Bible. This may be a little bit longer than 5 minutes, a little bit less than 5 minutes. And if you want to read my comments, you can go to blogspot.com, blogger.com. I have a blog, I keep a blog there. And so we'll start. Genesis 1:9. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas with a capital S. And God saw that it was good. That's Genesis 1:9 and 10. In the third 24-hour period, the water covered the earth, and under God's authority and power, water and land separated. Land appears above water, which may clarify the condition of the earth as being without form and void, as the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters in verse 2. Theoretical scientists suppose a primeval earth with one supercontinent and the rest covered by water. This continent is called Gondwanaland, with another supercontinent theorized for later called Pangaea. Um, so, whatever the musings of scientists who ponder origins and original things, God is clearly here through Moses given us the separation of the earth, the dividing of it between land and sea. Psalm 95:5. The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. It will be important for later to understand that theoretical scientists presume as much or more water under the earth's crust as above it in the oceans. If you look at the 2014 article from the dailymail.com written by Mark Prigg, it's entitled Revealed, the Vast Reservoir Hidden Beneath the Earth's Crust that Holds as Much Water as All of the Oceans, his emphasis. And that's in the dailymail.com, March 12th, 2014. Now, Genesis 1:11 to 13. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. Now that's 11 to 13. In the same 24-hour period, as the sea and land being divided, you see plant life being created from the earth, not out of nothing. Life is created out of substances already formed the previous day. A fundamental point of biology is made here in that plants yield fruit after their kind. It seems obvious that an orange tree doesn't produce pears, but this will be an important point to remember in a few verses. Kind is a biblical taxonomic classification, Kind. Just as we use species, genus, family, or order, God uses the more general word kind. Kind is much larger than species and should not be confused with that word, as there are more than 24 definitions of species, none of which denote the kind of Genesis, but rather smaller divisions of plant and animal life. And I refer you to an article online by John S. Wilkins, a list of 26 species concepts. This is an Evolving Thoughts science blog, October 1st, 2006. So it's important to change your way of thinking as you've been polluted by the fallacies of modernism. A biological creature's nature is determined by its kind from the top down. Its kind is not determined by its individual components. Context is what is important in biology. Just think of language. The words right or right, R-I-G-H-T, R-I-T-E, have a meaning based on the sentence they're in. For instance, we speak of a religious right, a rite of passage, or that's R-I-T-E, or turn right, R-I-G-H-T, or my legal rights, R-I-G-H-T. The context determines the meaning in our head, just as the design determines the expression of genes. Like my house is made of bricks, the parliament's made of bricks, and Britain has bricks in it. The school across the street has bricks, but they're all three different houses. So I can't tell you what the house is by the brick. I have to look at the design. Put reductionism back in its box, and you will understand reality so much better. God speaking through Moses is speaking here about original creations from which developed all other types. There was a pre-Darwin doctrine, excuse me, claim by both scientists and Anglican churchmen called the immutability of species, which insisted that all species were specially created by God at the beginning. This clearly confused kinds with species. Grasses include wheat, rice, corn, and other grains such as millet and rye. Fruits would include apples, citrus fruits, melons, etc. I got that from the United States Department of Agriculture Forest Service cereals, grasses, grains article online, which I accessed now. So we're going to start next time with the beginning of the what's been put in outer space, the lights in the firmament of the heaven, sun, moon, and stars. So we'll start then on that, and I look forward to doing that. I have a lot of fun doing this. I hope you enjoy it, even if you disagree with me. I look forward to comments too. All right, have a great day.